Belinda and HarperAudio Australia present this unabridged recording of what really happened in Wuhan, the cover-ups, the conspiracies, and the classified research. Written by Sharri Markson and read by Danielle Carter. The dedication reads, "For every soul who has lost their life to this cruel virus, and to their loved ones left behind." Chapter 1. Dim and Lou. November 2019, Washington, D.C. Wrapped in a coat and scarf, Wei Xingsheng strode with purpose through an edgy Washington suburb, lowering his face from the winter chill. He managed to blend in easily among the rush-hour crowd, making their way home from work at dusk. But Wei was no ordinary American. He was one of the biggest affection coups the US had pulled off from inside communist China. Wei was on his way to dinner at the home of his old friend Dim and Lou and her husband, Bob Suettinger, the CIA agent who had secured his deportation to the United States 20 years earlier, saving him from a living hell. The Chinese Communist Party, CCP, had left him to rot away inside a cell for 18 years, after catching him brazenly objecting to their regime. Now in Washington, as Wei stepped into the warmth of Dimon and Bob's renovated red brick townhouse near Capitol Hill, the smell of his childhood hung in the air, the Cantonese cooking for which Dimon was famous among friends. When Wei walked in, neither Dimon nor Bob had any sense of how portentous that casual Friday evening meal would turn out to be, how they'd reflect back on it many times, turning over each sentence uttered, weighing up how they'd interpreted the information passed on to them, and wondering what more they could have done with this valuable intelligence. That night, they would become among the first in the world to discover a deadly new virus was spreading stealthily in Wuhan. It was November 22, 2019, 6 weeks before China would reluctantly confirm to the World Health Organization, WHO, there was a mystery virus, and a full 2 months before they would confirm human-to-human transmission. Dimon, with long black hair and a petite frame, has a warmth about her that draws you in. It entices the most influential players in United States politics and intelligence to her dinner table in Washington's gentrified, trendy suburb of southeast Capitol Hill. She is fluent in English, but still has her Cantonese accent from her formative years. In the kitchen, Dimon stood cooking a sizzling Chinese Western fusion of ribeye steak and stir-fried bean curd, while Bob lingered, a glass of red wine in hand. The gutsy Chinese human rights activist expertly flicked in grated ginger as she wondered what news Wei had to tell them. Having grown up inside one of the 500 founding Communist Party families, from when the People's Republic of China, PRC, was established in 1949, he maintained unparalleled contacts deep inside the system. Wei had joined the Red Guards, a student paramilitary movement under Chairman Mao Zedong during the Cultural Revolution in 1966 when he was 16. His brother was best friends with Chinese President and Chairman of the Communist Party Xi Jinping when they were younger. Wei loved to say how the Chinese president was never that bright as a kid. He didn't think Xi was a great intellect as an adult either. "When you have that much power, you don't have to be very bright," Dimon would comment. "The bullies in the schoolyard, they are never very bright, but they have enough muscles to intimidate you." Despite his pedigree and connections, the Communist Party insider was thrown into prison in 1979. He had boldly penned a manifesto advocating democracy called the Fifth Modernization, posting it on the democracy wall.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?